Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels with their brand new rules from the Psychic Awakening, Ritual of the Damned, and Marcus's Sisters of Battle. So the story that we've got going on here is that this was a shrine world, and one of the relics on this shrine world that were being defended by the sisters came from the Heresy Era. The Dark Angels arrived and politely requested that the sisters hand over this relic to the Dark Angels for them to take from the planet. The sisters politely declined their request, and the Dark Angels insisted. And after a while, it came to blows, both sides insisting that they were the right ones in this situation. So that's where we are left. So we are going to be playing mission, the Eternal War mission from Chapter Approved 2019. It's Scorched Earth. Essentially, we've got 6 objectives on the table. There's 1, 2 in the middle, then we've got 2 in each of our deployment zones. He's got 1 right there, and then 1 behind over here. And essentially, starting at the beginning of the second round, every objective that you control at the beginning of your turn, you score a victory point for. But if that objective is in the enemy's deployment zone, you can choose to raise it to the ground, and essentially you get 3 victory points instead of 1, but the objective is then removed from the table. So if you've got it and you think that you're not going to be able to hold it for 3 turns, or for 4 turns, I guess, you can just raise it and get your 3 points instead of just the 1. And it can also deny your opponent the ability to hold the objective then. So, pretty fun. I think it'll be good stuff. So, that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running 2 battalion detachments. Leading off the 1st battalion detachment, we have Samael and Sableclaw and a Talon Master. We have 3 5-man Bolter Scout squads. We have a Land Speeder with 2 Heavy Flamers. We have a 3-man Black Knight squad. We have a 3-man Bike squad with a plasma gun. Then for the 2nd Battalion Detachment, we have a Talon Master and a Chaplain Dreadnought with a twin las cannon. We have a 5-man Tactical squad, a 10-man Intercessor squad, and a 5-man Scout squad with bolters, the Sergeant having a Storm Bolter. We have a 3-man Aggressor squad. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad. And last but not least, we have an 8-man Hellblaster squad. And for the sisters, he'll be running a Vanguard detachment and a Brigade detachment. Leading off the Vanguard detachment, we have a Canon S. We have a Repenteth Superior. We have a 7-person and an 8-person Repenteth squad. We have a 10-person Zefram squad. We have 2 Rhinos. Then for the Brigade, we have a Missionary, Celestine with 2 Gemini and a Canon S. We have 6 5-person Battle Sister squads with 2 Stormbolters in each. We have 2 Imagifiers and a Hospitaller. We have 3 5-person Dominion squads with 4 Stormbolters each. And last but not least, we have 3 Exorcists. So going over deployment here, we've got one of my scout squads trying to kill the back corner here. We got my 10-man intercessor squad, which I have spent 2 CP to give them veteran intercessors, so they're going to have +1 leadership and +1 attack each, which is pretty good. I've got my Hellblaster squad over here, the tactical squad back behind them. We've got the 3-man aggressor squad over here, and we have my Chaplain Dreadnought back behind them. We've got my Land Speeder over here with the 2 Heavy Flamers. We then have the 3 character speeders. So we've got Talon Master over here, Talon Master here. He is going to be the Warlord. He is going to have oh man, what's the name of it? The brand new Warlord trait that he's going to have. He is going to have impeccable mobility, which essentially means that whilst any Ravenwing units within 6 inches of him do not suffer the penalty for moving with heavy weapons and or for shooting or advancing and firing assault weapons, which is pretty good. He's also going to have the relic Corvus Oculus, which gives him +1 to hit. +1 to the hit rolls with ranged weapons, and also gives him 6 inches additional to his ranged weapons, which is pretty good. We've got Samael in the middle over here, and another Talon Master right next to him. We've got the Black Knights up in front of them there, another Scout Squad over here. We got the Bike Squad on the side over here. We've got a Scout Squad up front over here, and a scout squad inside the building over here. Going over, and in Deep Strike Reserve, I've got my Deathwing Knights. Going over deployment here for the Sisters, we've got the 5-person, what is this, the Retribution Squad, is that? With the assault, with the Dominion Squad. We got a Dominion with the Stormbolters up in front here. We got a Dominion Squad. We got a Battle Sister Squad inside the building. We've got a Rhino over here. Inside there is the Repenteth Superior, along with the, is that the 7-person Repenteth Squad? 7-person Repenteth Squad. And we also have the Hospitaller inside there. We've got the 3 Exorcists over here. We've got Celestine in the middle. We've got an Imagifier over here. We've got Sister Squad, Sister Squad, Sister Squad, Sister Squad. We then have another Sister Squad over here, an Imagifier right there. Another Rhino inside of here is the Missionary, along with the 8-person Repentance Squad and the Canon S. And we have the 2 more Dominion squads over here. So that is going to be deployment for the 2 sides here. As of right now, the Sisters will be going first unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that fill first. No fill face there, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Sisters here on turn 1. Movement for the Sisters here on turn 1. His Dominion squad here had a pre-game movement that they did. They advanced during that movement, coming up just outside of 9 inches of these guys up here, and then moved during the regular movement, not advancing, so that they could get into range to shoot into these bros over here. This is the Rhino that was over here, moving up over towards this way. Did you advance with this Rhino? Or no? No, did not advance with this Rhino here, but everyone stayed inside. This Sister squad back here stayed still. All of the, what are they called? The Exorcist stood still, as did Celestine, as did his Midgetfire over here, as did the Gemini. This Sister squad, and this Sister squad all stood still. This Rhino advanced from over here, this direction. This Sister squad stood still. This Sister squad, I think, just tucked in, right? Moved over. Didn't even move. They were just over there. They're over here. And then over here, his Imagifier moved up. And these 2 Dominion squads had moved in advance during the pregame and then just regular moved up on their turn up over here. So that's going to be it for the turn. Oh, at the beginning of the battle round, I did get off my litany. I did Stoic Prosecution, which is the Dark Angel specific one, which means that all Dark Angel's units within 6 inches of him that didn't advance or fall back count as remaining stationary for shooting their weapons. Shoot their weapons as if they remain stationary, which is pretty good. And then he rolled for his Miracle Dice, because at the beginning of the battle round, he gets to roll 1, and then Celestine's Warlord trait allows him to re-roll, or lets him roll 1 on the beginning of his turn. He also took an extra relic on the Imagifier, which allowed him to re-roll once per turn, which one he gets. So he rolled, I got the 4, and he got a 2 between the 2 and the 1 re-roll, because I think he rolled a 1 on one of them. So he rolled it back into a 4, which is pretty good, which is better than 1. For sure. 3 better, in fact. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase, because we ain't got no psychers here. So we'll come back to you with that. We're going to start off with this Dominion squad firing into my scouts. So we've got 4 Stormbolters and a Bolter, all firing in over here, all in rapid fire range. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Come back to that. And then these are going to be 4s to wound here. I'll come back to you. So that's going to be 7 wounds here. They are in cover, so this is going to be looking for 3-up saves. Failing 3 of them. Okay. And now the Rhino is going to fire into them as well. That's going to be 3 hits there. These are going to be wounding on 4s, so that's going to be 2 wounds. Again, looking for 3-up armor saves. And I failed 1. This squad of Sisters here is going to fire into them. How many are in rapid fire? Was it? None. None in rapid fire. So it's going to be 5 shots here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s because of the Canon S over there. So that's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves because they are in cover. And I failed 1. Exorcist over here is going to fire his missiles into my Hellblasters and his Heavy Bolter into my Black Knights over here. So we're going to go with the missiles first, right? So it's going to be 3d3 shots. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. That is going to be 3 hits here. These are going to be strength 8, so looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds AP minus 3, plus 1 because they are in cover. So we're going to be looking for 5-up saves with these guys. And I make one, fail one. D6 damage. So that's going to kill a guy. And now the heavy bolter is going to be coming in here. These are going to be hitting on 3s as well. Rerolling 1 because of Canon S, right? Or no, out of range of the Canon S. Sorry, my bad. That's going to be 4s to wound because of strength 5. So that's going to be 1 wound there. AP minus 1, so looking for a 4-up save. Nope, failed that. Now the next Exorcist is going to do the exact same thing, so we'll do the missiles first. That is going to be 6 shots again. Hitting on 3s. This is in range, so rerolling those 1s. Getting 1 more hit there, which is pretty good. So that's going to be 4 total hits. 2s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds. Looking for 5-up saves. Making 1 of them. So 1 at a time here. D6 is a dead guy. And that's a wound. And then the heavy bolter shots. That is going to be 1 hit. Wounded on a 4. That is not a wound. And the third Exorcist is going to have the exact same targeting. So we'll do the missiles into the Hellblasters. That is going to be looking for 1, 2, 3, 6 shots again. Man, really liking the 6 shots here. Hitting on 3s. That is within range of the Canon there. So, woo boy, 6 hits. This is much more brutal. Wounded on 2s. Ooh boy, that is 6 wounds over here. Looking for 5-up saves. Come on, buddies, you can do this. Making 2 of them. So that means we got 4 here. So the first one's just going to kill a guy. And then the next one is also going to kill a guy. That's going to wound him, and then the third one will kill a second guy. And here comes the heavy bolter shots into my Black Knights. That's going to be re-rolling the 1 because of the Canon S. Not meant to be there. So that's 2 hits, 4s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP minus 1, so I got a 4-up save. Nope, failed it. All right, so now this Dominion squad here is going to fire into my Intercessor squad. Oh no, into the Hellblaster squad. Oh man, into the Hellblaster squad over here. He's going to spend 1 CP on Blessed Bolt, which gives them AP minus 2 and 2 damage apiece here. So they're going to be coming into my Hellblasters over here. We've got the white one's going to be the Bolter shot because that doesn't get the Blessed Bolt benefits there. Hitting on 3s. Alrighty. That's going to be those. These are strength 4 still, right? Yes. So looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP minus 2. So plus 1 because they are in cover over here. So looking for 4-up saves. Failing 2 of them. And then the other Dominion squad is going to fire into my Intercessors over here with their Storm Bolters and the Bolter. No CP, so it's all going to be the same thing here. These are going to be hitting on 3s, even though we did the special one anyway. Wounded on 4s. So that's going to be 3 wounds over here. 3-up saves onto my guys over there. And I make them all. Woo! That's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, the Dominion squad is going to charge into my scout over here. I've got his Storm Bolter, so he's going to be hitting on 6s. That is going to be no hits there. Their charge distance is totally in. Wow. All right, so now the sisters here are going to start us off in the fight phase. These are all going to be hitting on 4s, right? 4s. All right, not bad. That's pretty good there. Strength 3 though, so wounding on 5s. That is going to be 2 wounds. We got 2 4-up saves, or he is dead. And I failed them both, so he is definitely dead. And that is first strike. All right, that's going to be it for the sisters' turn here on turn 1. We do have 1 morale test to take over here. He lost 7 bros in his squad there. He's got a leadership of 8, so we're going to be looking to see if he can get... I'm looking for a 1, essentially. If I roll a 1, he will be able to stick around. Otherwise, he's going to run. So here we go. Looking for the 1. Nope, not with that fill face, which has not been showing up so far. Begin to re-roll because he shall know no rules. No, into a 5. So he is going to run away as well. So my Hellblasters are gone. Cool. Don't get to see their cool 36-inch range now with the Doctrine, which would have been sweet. But anyway, they're dead. But that's going to be it for the Sisters Battle turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 1. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here. My scout squad stood still here. My tactical squad stood still over here. These guys moved up towards here. They moved 5 inches. He moved his 6 inches. But because of the litany going off, they count as having stayed still for the use of shooting their weapons. These guys advanced up over here onto the objective. My land speeder over here advanced 5 inches, so moving a grand total of 21 inches up over towards this way. I then spent 1 CP for Speed of the Raven, allowing him to shoot and charge as normal. These guys stood still over here. These guys just moved up over here, so they're within range of the objective, and these guys moved up here as well. These scouts stood still, and these bikers moved up over this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. This land speeder is going to start us off by shooting into the back squad of Dominion over there. Because he's got heavy flamers, they're heavy weapons, plus 6 inches because of my Dark Angel's Doctrine here in the Devastator squad. So these are going to be 2d6 auto hits into the back squad with a 14-inch, because they got 14-inch range with heavy flamers, which is pretty awesome. So 2d6 auto hits into that back squad back there. That's going to be 8 auto hits. 3s to wound. That is going to be 6 wounds over here. These are AP -2, but because the Amigifier is over there, she ignores the first AP, the first 2 AP, or up to AP -2, exactly. Ignores there. So she is going to ignore that. So they're going to have 2 up armor saves being in cover over there, which is pretty good. Okay. Still failed 2 of them. 6 up, feel no pains. No, felt all that pain. They got the 6 up, feel no pain because of Doctrine. So he rolled 2 and got a 6 up, feel no pain for his sisters, and the other one was, what was the other one? What was the other Doctrine that you rolled for?
Oh, no, so their trait.
Their chapter trait is going to be 6 up, feel no pain. Sorry.
And ignore -1 AP.
And ignore -1 AP. She gives -2 because of her. That's why it's -2 AP that they get to ignore. Okay, cool. Now my aggressors are going to fire. Because of the litany going off, they get to fire twice because they count as remaining stationary here. So we're going to go with one of them over here on the side is going to fire into that back squad that was injured. And then the other 2 are going to fire into this other squad in the front here. So we're going to go with him first. He's going to have 12 plus 2d6 shots because of the auto bolt storm gauntlets and the frag grenade launchers, the frag launchers here. So it's going to be 12 plus an additional 12, so 24 shots. 24 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of Grim Resolve since they count as staying still. Grim Resolve has not changed in the new with the new book here, so still re-rolling 1s if they stood still. All right, re-rolling those 1s because they count as remaining stationary there. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so that's going to be 21 hits. Pretty good there. These are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you. All right, so that's going to be 13 wounds into them over there. So this is going to be 2 up saves. There's 3 of them left. And failed just the 1. So they are still going to be alive. 6 up, feel no pain? No, just still 2 alive, though. And then into the other squad there, it's going to be 24 plus 4d6 shots. So it's going to be 34, 39 shots. All right, so it's going to be 39 shots hitting on 3s. Come back to you. Rerolling 1s. Pretty good. All right, that was 29 hits, so wounding on 3s. Come back to you. So that's going to be 18 wounds into them over there. 2 up saves. Failing just those 2, I think, right? Yeah, just the 2. 6 up, feeling the pains. No, feels both those pains, but 2 dead. And he actually forgot he rolled here, so he gets 5 ups and they get to shoot. No one's shooting. Now my Devastator squad over here, they've got 30-inch bolters because of them being rapid fire and being the Devastator Doctrine with the Dark Angel's Doctrine special ability. They're going to fire into the 2-person squad over there. These are going to be... into the 3-person squad. I'm sorry, into the 3-person squad over there. So there's going to be, because of the bolter discipline, they're going to get to fire twice with each of them. They're going to be rapid firing basically over here. So it's going to be 8 shots between the 4 there with bolters, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. Not bad. Wounding on 3s. That is not as good. Wow, really not as good. 2 wounds, 2 ups, making them both. And then my scout squad here is going to do the same thing. 10 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, but not those 2s. And then wounding on 3s. Oh, not great on the wounding there either. Wow, that's going to be 3 2 ups. Making them all. And then my chaplain here is going to fire with the storm bolter into them, and he's going to fire with the las cannon into the twin las cannon into his rhino over there. So we're going to do the storm bolter first. That is rerolling 1 because it counts as standing still there. So it's going to be 4 hits. Wounded on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. 2 saves. And then 2 shots with the twin las cannon, counting as staying still, so 2 plus ballistic skill. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounded on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds, AP minus 3, so 6 up save. Nope, failing both of those, so that's going to be D6 damage apiece. That is going to be 9 damage into him over there. So does he have to feel no pain too, or no?
Yes, he does.
He does?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets it too. Well, I'm glad I reminded you. So it's going to be 9 6-ups.
No, wait, that's Bloody Rose.
No, he doesn't. Never mind. Different detachment. Now my bike squad over here is going to fire a plasma gun into the rhino, and he's going to. Everyone else with the bolters are going to fire into his Dominion squad there. So we're going to go with the plasma gun first. Not going to supercharge. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus 3, so 6 up save. No, that's going to go through. So he's dead. Doesn't explode. Does not explode. So we'll roll. We'll get all the people out of there. Nobody twisted an ankle. That's where they ended up. And the rhino is gone. And that will be first strike. And then the bolters are going to fire into the Dominion squad over here. So it's going to be 12 shots between them, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 3s.
How many does he have left?
5 2-ups because they're in cover. Failing one of them. 6 up, feel no pain. Nope, felt it. And a 5 up, she can shoot. Nope. My scout squad over here, all but 1 can see them. They're going to fire, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because they stood still. That is going to be a bunch of hits there. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 5 wounds. 5 2-up saves. Makes them all. And now, my Talon Master over here, the non-Warlord Talon Master, is going to fire his twin assault cannon into the Dominion squad over here, and is going to fire his twin heavy bolters into the Repenteth squad over there. So we're going to do the twin assault cannon into the Dominion squad. These are going to be 12 shots here, hitting on 3s because it counts as, it doesn't suffer the penalty for -1 because of the Warlord trait of this Talon Master. Rerolling everything because of Samael. They're going to be wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself. So 3s, rerolling everything. Rerolling everything because of Samael. Pretty good. That's as good as it gets. So 12 hits. Wounding on 2s because of strength 6, toughness 3. Reroll those 1s because of himself. All right, so that's going to be 12 wounds at AP minus 2. They only ignore AP minus 1 because they don't have an emigifier around here, and ignore cover. So it's going to be looking for 5-up saves. Making 3 of them. So that means it's 9 go through. So you have 9 feel no pains. So 9 6-ups.
Totally doing it.
Yeah. If you do, I'd be very upset. No, okay. Does not make them. So there's 4 that are going to die. So he gets to roll on a 5-up. They get to shoot. 1 will get to shoot. So she's going to shoot into the scouts over here. That's going to be 1 hit. That is not going to be a wound. And then the twin heavy bolter into the Repenteth squad over there. Rerolling everything because of Samael. Okay, not meant to be there. So that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1. So that's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 2. They have 5-up.
6 up invul saves first.
6-up invul saves. Nope. And then 5-up feel no pains.
Yep.
Making 1 of them, failing 1 of them. And now Samael is going to fire everything into the Repenteth over here. So we're going to go with the twin assault cannon first, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. Alrighty. These are strength 6, toughness 3. So again, 2s to wound, rerolling 1s because of the Talon Masters there. Reroll that 1. Alrighty, so that's going to be 12 wounds, AP minus 2. So we've got the 6-up, 12 6-up invul saves. That's the word I was looking for. Making 1 of those? 2 of them. 2 of them there. So then we got 10, 5-up, feel no pains. Yeah. Making 1 of those. 2 of those. So that's going to be 4 of the 12, so 8. So that is the squad wiped. All right, so now my Talon Master, who is my Warlord, is going to fire. He's going to fire his twin assault cannon into that far sister squad because he gets plus 6 inches to his heavy weapons because of the Doctrine, plus 6 inches to his ranged weapons because of his relic. So it becomes a 32-inch range on the twin assault cannon. So it reaches over there. So he's going to fire the twin assault cannon into them, and he's going to put the twin heavy bolters into the Hospitaller over there. So we're going to do the twin assault cannons into the sister squad over there. These are going to be hitting on 2s because he gets plus 1 to shooting. Rerolling 1s because of Samael. All right, so that's 1 miss there. These are going to be wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself. Rerolling 1s because of himself. So that is going to be 11 wounds. These are going to be looking for 5-up saves because it ignores cover over there, and it's AP minus 2 because of the Devastator Doctrine. So making 4 of them, which is pretty good. But then these are going to be 6-up, feel no pains. No, they are going to be wiped. But do they get to fire? No, they will not. And then the twin heavy bolter into the Hospitaller over there. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of Samael. That's going to be all hits. Strength 5, toughness 3, so 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of himself. So that is going to be 4 wounds at AP minus 2. So for 5-ups. Making 1 of them, so 3 go through. AP, the 6-up feel no pain? Or no?
No, not for her.
She gets a what?
So 4 wounds, so she's got 1 left.
Oh, she doesn't have any feel no pain? Even the Hospitaller doesn't do anything? Oh, okay. Oh, she doesn't have the right. So no, she doesn't get it there. So it's just going to be 3 wounds into her, so she's got 1 left. And now my Black Knights here are going to fire into his sister squad inside the building over there. They are going to be hitting on 3s. These are going to be hitting on 3s, not going to supercharge, re-rolling everything because of Samael, and then wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of the Talon Master ignoring cover. So here we go. Rerolling everything because of Samael. That's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. So that's going to be 4 wounds. AP minus 3, so 6-up saves, 6-up invols or armors. Make none of them because it ignored cover there because of the Talon Master. And these are going to be 1 damage apiece, so 6-up feel no pains. Well, you missed it. Making 1 of them, so 3 will be dead. And let's see if they shoot back. 1 will. And I'm going to take a shot into the Black Knights because why not? That's going to be a hit. 5 will be a wound. And a 1 will not be a save. Good job, buddy. That's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how things are going out here. We do have morale test to take over here, so we'll do the 2-person squad left. 2 plus 2 is 3 plus 2 is 5, so they're good to go. And then the other one that lost 2, 2 plus 5 is 7. There, no, that's good to go.
I'm gonna reroll it.
Oh, reroll it because you can try to fish for the 1. Nope, that's gonna be fine there. And then the squad over here lost 3, so 3 plus 3 is good, but you can reroll if you want. But you might lose someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll it.
He's gonna reroll it. Now into a 2, good to go, but no extra miracle dice. He did get a miracle dice for losing someone during the shooting phase, so that's pretty good.
Repenteth specifically.
Oh, the Repenteth specifically that he lost there, he got 1 because of losing them. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here. At the beginning of my opponent's second turn, he does hold. Do you hold 2 objectives or just the 1? You hold 2 objectives there, so he'll score 2 points, and we'll come back to you after his movement phase. Movement phase for the sisters. These sisters stayed still in the building over here. The Hospitaller moved up onto the objective over there, contesting it from my bikers. She is then healed herself at the end of the movement phase 1, so she's back up to 2. The Repenteth Superior is now on her long journey to find the other Repenteth squad over on the other side of the battlefield. So she's going to be the homeward bound down through over here. Maybe she'll fall off like a waterfall or something like that going across there. All the sisters stayed still, as did the Midgetifier and Celestine and all of the Exorcists over here all stood still. This squad of sisters stayed back on the objective back over there. But over here, everybody inside of the Rhino disembarked up over this way, and then the Rhino moved up beside them. These two Dominion squads moved up onto the objective, and the Imagifier followed up behind them. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So starting off the shooting here, his Exorcist is going to fire missiles into my aggressors and heavy bolter into my Black Knights. I'm going to spend 2 CP on transhuman physiology on them, so he can only wound me on 4, 5s, and 6s as opposed to 1, 2s, or 3s because of the fact that they are tough 5 to strength 8 now. So here we go. So these are going to be the missiles. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, so that's going to be 3 hits. Strength 8, toughness 5 would be wounded on 3s, but because of transhuman physiology, only on 4, 5s, and 6s. All right, so that's going to be 1 wound. AP minus 3, so that's going to be looking for a 6-up save. No, that's going to go through, so D6 damage. What's that? 1 second. Yep, so D6 damage. 6 damage is going to kill him. And now the heavy bolter shots. That is going to be 1 hit, 2 misses. And that is going to be a wound because it's strength 5, toughness 5. AP minus 1, so 4-up save. No, that's going to go through. And now the middle one there is going to fire his missiles into my aggressors, and he's going to fire the heavy bolter into the biker over there. So we're going to do the aggressors first. So that's going to be, 9 shots. And these are going to be hitting on 3s. We're rolling 1s. Oh man, that is real good. Wounded on 4s, 5s, or 6s because of transhuman. That did not save me whatsoever. Because are you going to try to roll these? Do you think? Or I guess I got saves. So that's going to be 6 up saves into my aggressors over here. Make none of them. So you're not going to spend miracle dice on that. He was going to spend his miracle dice on that to kill them, but no, I think even with 6, well no, with 6, even if you rolled all 1s, they're dead because they are 3 wounds apiece, and there's only 2 of them there. So yeah, there's no need for miracle dice. They are dead. And now the heavy bolter into my Black Knight over there. That's going to be all hits. That is going to be all wounds. Oh boy, stop it! 4-up saves. Failed 2. He's dead. And the last Exorcist is going to fire everything into my bikers here. When I'm chosen as the subject of the attack, I'm going to spend 1 CP on high speed focus, which is a new stratagem from the Psychic Awakening. Essentially, they get to benefit from the ability. They get to benefit from whatchamacallit. They get to benefit from Jink. Thank you, Jink. Even though they didn't advance, which is pretty cool. And my opponent is going to spend 1 CP on Devastating Refrain, which allows him to re-roll the number of shots for any of the dice that he wants to here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 5, but he's going to re-roll that 1 into another 1, so it's going to be 5 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 3s.
CP well spent.
CP well spent indeed. That's going to be out of the range there, so that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 3s because they're tough 5. That is going to be 1 wound there. AP doesn't matter because I've got my 4-up Jink save. Making it with the fill phase. Woo! And the heavy bolter. That's going to be no hits there. Okay. And then the squad inside here is going to fire their storm bolters into my dude bros. That is going to be 3 hits, looking for 5s to wound. That is no wounds. So the 2-person storm bolter squad here is going to fire into my scouts. That's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be no wounds. Another 3-person squad is going to do into the same target as scouts there. That's going to be hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. That is going to be 2 wounds there. 2 4-up saves because they are out of cover. Making 1, failing 1. Rhino's going to shoot the same squad back over here. No hits. Rerolling 1 because of the Canon S over there. Nope, still no hit. The reason they didn't get to reroll 1s is because they're a different order than these. These guys are all the same order. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. So now his Rhino here is going to charge into my Intercessor squad. So I'm going to throw a crack grenade, and the rest are going to fire their bolters. He's got a 5-inch charge to get in over here. So we'll do the crack grenade first. That is not going to be a hit. And then we have all of the bolter shots here coming in, hitting on 6s. Getting a bunch of hits here. That's pretty good. I'll take that. So that's going to be 5 hits. They did move last turn, so I don't get to reroll 1s. And then looking for 5s to wound. Get back here. 5s to wound. Oh boy, that's 3 wounds. AP minus 1. So because it's still the Devastator Doctrine. Makes all of them pretty good there. And they need a 5-inch charge, sir. Ooh, does not make it.
All right, I'll just use a regular CP.
Gonna spend a CP to reroll that one. Still does not make it.
No.
All right, so now the 3-person squad's going to charge into them. So they're going to fire Overwatch again, hitting on 6s. Everyone's shooting with their bolters this time. But only getting a couple hits. Oh, no, that's 5 hits. That's pretty good there. So 5 hits. These are going to be Strength 4, Toughness 3, 3s to wound. That's, a bunch of 1s and 2s there. So that's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 1. Oh, ignoring that. So 2 up saves because they're in cover. Yeah, they're good to go, and they're charge distance. Hey, they made it this time. And now the Repentia are going to charge into my intercessors over here. My opponent's going to use one of his miracle dice, a 4, so he needs literally just a 1 on this die to make it into them. And so he gets a 2. So enough to get in. That's all that matters. Now the Canon S is going to charge in. Marcus, would you stop doing that? And now the Missionary is going to go in. That is going to be in there. So into the fight phase, the Repentia over here are going to attack into my dude bros. They are going to have 4 attacks each because it's 2 base, plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 for the Missionary over here. These are going to be, so that's going to be 8 times 4 is going to be 32 attacks that are going to be coming in, which is pretty brutal. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of the what are they, eviscerators that they're armed with. But he gets to reroll everything because of a zealot, which is a rule. Reroll everything, so not just miss, not just failed hits. It's just reroll. You can reroll the hit roll. So they've got like the improved reroll there. So it's going to be hitting on 4s, rerolling everything, and then my opponent spent 1 CP on tear them down, which gives them plus 1 to wounds. So strength 6 because of the eviscerators. It's going to be wounding my guys on 2s, which is brutal. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling everything. Wounded on 2s. And that's minus 4 AP. Yeah, there's more than 10 in there. So that squad is definitely wiped because it's 2 damage apiece. That's killer. That's killer. That 8-person Repentia squad just like obliterated my intercessors over there. I'm really glad I got to use my my veteran intercessor's ability there.
They handled the mauling like veterans.
Yeah, they handled the mauling like veterans and just died like they knew what was coming to them over there. So CP well spent, but I guess CP well spent over there too. So, but mine cost 2. So, you still owe me is basically what I'm trying to say. Yep, they did. Oof. All right, so that's going to be it for the sisters' turn here on turn 2. At the beginning of my turn, I control 2 objectives, giving me 2 points here, but that is going to be that. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. Movement for the Dark Angels. This Scout squad stayed still over here. Can't remember Scout. Oh man, tactical squad moved up over here, but they're within 6 inches of him. And my litany went off at the beginning of the battle round there, so he's again doing the stoic prosecution. So they are going to count as standing still. He moved up closer to these guys, also stoic, so he'll be able to shoot at full ballistic skill, which is great. He stood still. These scouts stood still over here. These 2 guys moved up. He advanced up, didn't roll very well, but then I spent a CP on Speed of the Raven. These guys advanced up over here. These scouts all stood still, and that is going to be it. So my Terminators are still in Deep Strike, but his Zefram are also still in Deep Strike. So we'll see how that all goes. But that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you at the shooting phase. My scout squad here, 4 of them can see his Hospitaller over there. They're going to fire their bolters with bolter discipline over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve since they didn't move. That's going to be 2 misses. And wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 up saves because she's in cover. Makes them all. My Talon Master here is going to fire into the sister squad. Twin assault cannon first, hitting on 3s because he's within 6 inches of the Warlord there and doesn't count at, or ignores the penalty for moving with a heavy weapon. Rerolling everything because of Samael there. That is going to be all but 1 hit with these. Wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself. Rerolling 1s because of himself. So that is going to be 2 total misses. So that's going to be 10 wounds going into there. AP -2, but they get to ignore AP -2 because of the Imagifier that's over there and their chapter tactic or the order tactic there. Yeah. So looking for 3-up saves. Ooh. But still failed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So 6 of them. 6 of them. These are going to be 6-up Feel No Pains. No, doesn't make any of them. So they are dead. 5 of them get to roll to see if they get to shoot back.
Right.
2 of them will. So they're going to fire into my Warlord Talon Master over there. That is going to be
Canon S.
1 hit. Oh, Canon S because of the squad over there. So that's going to be 3 hits, wounding on 5s. No 1 wound there.
No 1.
And a save. All right, now the guy over here, my Talon Master Warlord, is going to fire into Celestine's squad over there with her Gemini. We're going to do the twin assault cannon first, hitting on 2s because of his relic. Rerolling 1s because of Samael. There's another one there. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 2s, strength 6. So wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. That is going to be 1 miss there. So it's going to be 11 wounds there. AP -2. Do they ignore it as well? AP -2? No, they don't. That squad there doesn't ignore the AP -2. So
Celestine doesn't. Right?
Celestine doesn't. Isn't she part of that squad with the Gemini?
Not part of the squad.
Oh, the Gemini are not part of the squad,
unit.
but they're characters as a separate unit. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Okay, so they're a separate unit and they're characters, but they're still characters, right? So I could still target Celestine?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure I wasn't cheating. So these are going to be into Celestine. She doesn't ignore the AP -1, so she's going to have 4-up saves here, right?
Nope. She's
no?
not part of the order.
She's not. Well, no, but armor. Doesn't she have 2-up armor?
Oh, she does have a 2-up armor.
She does have a 2-up armor. AP -2.
Yeah,
So
force.
Yeah, so 4's to wound. It's 4 saves. 4s here. Something, right? All right. So that's going to be 6, 7, 8 wounds onto her there. That's pretty brutal.
So I'll roll the 2-ups on the Gemini.
2-ups on the Gemini. So that's going to be the Gemini dead.
And she'll take 4.
And she'll take 4 damage. Yeah. And then the twin heavy bolter into her there. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling that 1. That's going to be all hits. Looking for 3s to wound over here. Re-rolling 1s. So that's going to be 4 wounds at AP -2 because of Devastator Doctrine. So that's going to be 1 more wound onto her there. And then my Lance Speeder here is going to fire his twin heavy flamers into the Repenteth squad. I'm going to come back to Sam. I'll see what he's going to do. I got decisions to make over there. Going to get 4 hits over here. Looking for strength 5, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds. AP -2, 6 up. So it makes 1 invul save, and then 5 up Feel No Pains. Making 1 of those, so 2 are dead. My scouts here are going to fire into the Repenteth squad. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. They didn't move. 3s to wound. Pretty good. So that's going to be 5 wounds into the Repenteth over there. That's going to be AP nothing, but they're, what are they? Oh, just the 6 up Feel No, or
6 up
invul, and then 5 up Feel No Pain. That's going to make 2 of those, so 3 more are dead. And then this squad here is going to fire into the Repenteth. He's within 15, so my bolt pistol will reach from the sergeant here. They count as having stayed still because of his aura with the litany. So they're going to be rapid firing the bolters and then his bolt pistol here. So it's going to be 9 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve since they count as staying still. Not meant to be. And then these are going to be looking for 3s to wound again. Ooh, that's really good. That's going to be 3, 6, 7 wounds over here. So 7, 6 up invul saves into them. Making 1 of those. And then 5 up ignoring wounds. Ignored 1 of them. So that is going to be the rest of the squad. And now he is going to fire his Stormbolter into the Missionary and the twin las cannon into the Rhino. We're going to do the Stormbolter first. 2s to hit. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve, thankfully. Wow. And then looking for 3s to wound, right? He's tough 3?
Yeah.
That is going to be 3 wounds over there. AP nothing.
4 up.
4 up saves. Makes 1 of them. And then does he have a feel no pain?
No.
No. So he just takes 2 wounds. And then the twin las cannon into the rhino. That's going to be 2 hits because of counting as standing still. Oh, that's going to be 1 wound.
Hey.
That is going to be a save. All right, so now Samael is going to fire his twin assault cannon into Celestine, the twin heavy bolter into his Hospitaller there. So we're going to do the heavy bolter into the Hospitaller first, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of himself. So that's going to be 5 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the Talon Masters. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. So that's going to be 5 at AP -2. Ignoring cover here, so these are going to be 5 ups. No, she is going to... Oh, no, feel no pain, right? She has it?
Nope.
No, she doesn't. So she
Yep.
is going to be dead. And then the twin assault cannon into Celestine over there. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. That's pretty good. Wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s. That's real good. So that's going to be 11 wounds at AP -2, so 11 4-ups.
Only brought 10.
He only brought 10, so if he has to re-roll 1 of them... No, he does not. So she is going to be dead. And then you roll now on a 2-up?
Yes.
On a 2-up, she comes back. You going to spend a CP on that?
I will.
You are? Oh, boy.
Same dice.
Same dice, so here we go. Oh! That was a lot of dice I saw there. Not many pips, but she is coming back. So she'll basically just stay there because that's the end of my shooting phase. So she'll just be right there, and she gets full wounds back, right? Yeah. So she's got her full wounds back. That's pretty brutal. So we'll come back to you with assaults. Starting off the assault phase, my chaplain here is going to charge into the sister squad there and the missionary. So we're going to go with the auto gun from the missionary, getting a hit. That is not a wound, though. Right. And then we're going to have, they're in rapid fire range with them, so that's going to be 4, 8, 12 shots that are going to be coming in over here with the storm bolters on 6s. That is going to be 2 hits, looking for 5s to wound. No wounds there. So I need an 8-inch charge to make it in over here. And I will not with a double 1. Now, Samael is going to charge into Celestine and the Exorcist over here. So, what are you going to go with first? Exorcist? All right, here comes the Exorcist. These are going to be the shots from his from the missile there. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5 shots. These are going to be hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1s.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 3s. Just going to spend 2 of his miracle dice to auto wound with them. So I have 4 up invul saves because of Iron Halo here. And if I make 1, I fail 1, I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that because I think that's going to be important. And of course I fail it! Okay. You're just going to spend 6, putting him down to 1 wound on Samael. Oh. All right, so we read over the Act of Faith here, and we think that you can only spend those 6, because he spent the 2 dice on the wound rolls. He can't use it for the damage as well because the Act of Faith is only, I think, 1 set of things that you can replace the dice for. So I think he could just do that the 1 time, and Act of Faith can only be used once per phase. So because it's the same phase, he can't replace the damage with the 6, but now he does still get to roll D6 for the damage and a 5. So pretty close, bringing him down to 2. And now the heavy bolters into him as well. That's going to be no hits there. And now we've got the number of shots from Celestine's Flamer. He's going to have 6. Of course he's going to have 6. Strength 5, 5s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -1. So it's going to be 2 4-up saves as well. If I fail both of these, he's straight up dead because I don't have a reroll. Because I just used my reroll to try to save him from the missile, which made sense until now. Oh boy, come on. Here we go. Oh, I make 1 of them, so he's still alive with 1 wound left. Let's see if he can make this charge, though. With a 6-inch charge, might make it? Yeah, he made it. And now my Talon Master over here is going to charge into Celestine, the Exorcist, and the Sisters over here. And why not? And the Image of Fire, just in case she decides to heroically intervene. These are going to be coming in here. When he does target him with the Overwatch from the Exorcist, I am going to spend 1 CP on high speed focus, which gives him the benefit of Jink, because it just says when he is declared as the target of an attack with a ranged weapon. It doesn't say in the shooting phase. So ranged weapon is going to shoot him, so he's going to take that there. So these are going to be the missiles from the Exorcist. Ooh, boy, glad I did that. These are going to be hitting on 6s. Rerolling at 1.
Oh, no.
No, it doesn't hit with those. And then we got the heavy bolter coming in over here with the 3 shots. No hits there. So now the one sister is going to throw a grenade at him, and then the Image of Fire is also going to fire with these ones, hitting on 6s.
Hey.
Rerolling 1s.
Grenade hit.
All right, that's going to be 1 hit from the grenade and 1 hit from a bolter. The grenade is strength 6, so looking for a 4. That's not going to wound, and that's also not going to wound there. So I need a 5-inch charge to get into the sisters. In with a 7. And now my Warlord is going to charge into Celestine and into the Exorcist over here. So the Exorcist still gets the hit because I couldn't quite fit in there to try to stop that Overwatch. That's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 shots that are going to be coming in here on 6s. No ones to reroll, thankfully. And heavy bolter. Reroll those 1s. No hits there. So then his charge distance. 6 inches might not make it, I don't think. And he does make it in. And now Samael is going to attack into Celestine over here. I am going to start off the fight phase, so he's going to have 5 attacks base plus 1 because of Shock Assault, hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of himself. That's going to be all hits. These are going to be strength times 2 on the charge. So these are going to be wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. Rerolling 1s because of the Talon Master. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. AP minus 3, so she has her 4-up invul save. Oh, what a jerk. He's going to use 3 to auto pass right there, which means he has to make 3 4-up invul saves. Heals them all!
All right, I'll see you.
You're gonna spend a CP to reroll one of these. He got fancy over there. He could have CP reroll.
Y'all hear this?
50-50. Here it goes. Oh, and just enough. She is still alive with 2 wounds remaining. So my opponent's going to spend 2 CP for Celestine to interrupt and attack into my Warlord over here. So she's going to have 5 attacks? 6 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 2s.
That's right.
That's going to be all but 1 hit. So that's going to be 5 hits. These are strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's going to be 4 wounds there. 4 AP minus 3s, right?
That's right.
So 6-up saves. 2 damage apiece.
Your Warlord doesn't have one?
No, he does not.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, does not have an invul save. His invul save was entirely on Jink, which is ranged weapons. So Talon Master is one thing that he's got missing there. So we got 4 wounds on here. AP minus 3, so I'm looking for 6-ups. If I can get 2 fill faces, I'm fine. But if I can't get 2 fill faces, I'm in trouble. Come on, baby. Show me those fill faces. And I get 1. Okay. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll 1 because how great would it be if he was still alive? Pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
I think it would be pretty good. Here we go. Show me that fill face. I will woo so hard. So hard. Fill face? No! He is dead. Does he explode?
That'd be awesome.
No fill face there either. Oh, buddy, and that is Slay the Warlord. I'm going to spend 2 CP for only a death does duty end and have my Talon Master attack into Celestine over here. So I'm going to have 5 attacks with Shock Assault hitting on 2s. That is going to be all hits. Strength 4, toughness 3, 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. No 1s there, so it's 3 at AP minus 3. So 4-up invul saves. Failing 2 of them, which is exactly what I needed for her to be dead. She is dead. That's the 2nd time she died. And that is Slay the Warlord. My opponent did, what is it, martyred something? Martyred, which is when your Warlord dies, you spend a CP and you get back D3. So my opponent rolled and got 2 back, so he gets basically +1 CP, which is pretty good. And now my other dude bro is going to attack into the sister squad there because he can't quite get in there. So these are going to be 5 attacks hitting on 2s because he's a Talon Master, rerolling 1s because of Samael. That's going to be all hits. Strength 4, so 3s to wound. Whew, that is going to be 3 wounds. AP -3. What's up? Oh, rerolling the 1 because of himself. That's right. Thank you. So that's going to be 4 at AP -3. So 5 up invul saves because of the Canon S there. Making 1 of them. So that's going to be 3 dead. Oh, 6 up, feel no pains. Making 2 of them. 1 sister is going to be dead. Does she get to punch back?
Let's find out.
Yes, she does.
All right, she'll swing on him.
Into my dude bro. That's going to be a hit. That will not be a wound. And then the sisters are going to swing back. That's going to be rerolling 1s. Forgot about that. All right, that's going to be all hits. Here we go. 5s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds.
Yeah.
3 ups. Making them all. Woo! All right, so that's going to be it. My opponent is going to take 1 morale test here just because he can, but he can't fail it because he only lost 1. So the 6 is not a fail, but reroll. Nope, still not get the 1. Trying to get the 1 for the whatchamacallit, the miracle dice over there. So that's going to be it for the turn. My opponent is going to score 1, 2, 3 points on turn 2, on turn 3 now, going into turn 3 here, and we will come back to you after a movement phase for the sisters here on turn 3. Sisters movement phase, all of the Exorcist stayed still since he didn't quite get into combat over here. The Repenteth Superior moved up over this way. The sisters stayed in combat with my Talon Master over here, and his Midgetifier stayed back over here. These sisters stayed over on the objective, and over here, he moved up over there, they moved up over that way, followed behind by the 2-person squad, and then the Missionary and the Midgetifier stayed back here on the objective. Oh, and the Canon S moved up over this way, probably looking at my scouts through the wall over there. And at the end, he dropped in with his Zefram over here, dropping in over here, looking to get off the charge over this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase.
You better.
All right, my opponent's going to spend 1 CP on Blessed Bolts from his from these sisters over here, and he's going to 1 CP for Blessed Bolts. They're going to fire into my tactical squad over here. They are in rapid fire, so it's going to be 12 shots, hitting on 3s. That is going to be a couple misses there, and the rest are going to be wounding on 4s. That's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. AP minus, what is it again? 2. AP minus 2, plus 1 because they are in cover, so 4 up saves. Failing 4 of them. That's 4 dead guys. Rhino's also going to fire into my Tactical Marine back over here. That's going to be 1 hit. Oh, reroll the 1 because the Canon S, because he's in range over there. Not meant to be. And that is a wound, though. And that's not a save. The 2 Stormbolter squad is going to fire into my scouts over here. That's going to be 2 hits. 1 wound. That's going to be a save with a fill first. Over here, this Exorcist is going to fire heavy bolters into Samael and the missiles into my scouts. So we're going to do the missiles into the scouts. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Whee. Okay. And then wounding on 2s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. AP minus 3, right?
That's right.
Did. And the heavy bolter. Rerolling 1 because of the Canon S in the front there. Nope, not meant to be. And that's not a wound. And then this Exorcist is going to fire everything into my bikes over here. So this is going to be the missiles. That's going to be 3, what is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, rerolling 1s. That's a bunch of 1s there.
Better.
So that's maybe better. And then strength 8, so 3s to wound. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. We've got 5 4-up jinx saves because they advanced before. Failing 3 of them, so let's see what we can do here. I'm looking for a 1. Okay, so he's going to spend 2 of his CP there, or the 2 of the miracle dice to kill 2 of them. And rolls the 1, of course, leaving 1 guy alive. That's all he did. And then the heavy bolter. That's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -1, so I'm looking for 4 up saves. Come on, baby. No, I failed 1 there. He's dead. And then the last Exorcist over there is going to fire everything into Samael. Missiles. It's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. Hitting on 3s. Sorry. All good. He's not in range, I don't think, so it's going to be 4 hits. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. That is 1, 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves because of his Iron Halo. Making 1, failing 1, so he is dead. Does he explode? He does not. All right, into the assault phase. The Canon S here is going to charge into my scouts. They cannot see her, so cannot overwatch. Her charge of 2 will not make it. And now the Seraphim are going to charge into my Talon Master over there. He's going to spend 2 of his miracle dice here just to have them go 12 inches, so they will be in. So now into the fight phase, the Zefram,
Yeah, one of those.
The Z-Dogs over here are going to attack into my Talon Master. 31 attacks on the charge because they got +1 attack on the charge there, which is pretty good. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right. JK hitting on 3s. These are the close combat-y peeps here. So these are going to be strength 3. My opponent's going to spend a CP on tear them down, right? Is that the one?
Yep.
Which is +1 to wound here. So instead of wounding on 6s, they're now going to be wounding on 5s. Oh boy. Rerolling everything because they're pretty baller. All right, getting a couple more wounds in there. All right, that's 11 wounds at AP -4 because they had +1 AP because of their order. Brutal. So he's dead. AP -4, nothing I could do there. Does he explode though? Yeah, he does with that Filfers. All right, so one of the Zefram died, one of the sisters died, and then it did a wound onto the Exorcist here. So, I mean, at least I did that, right? All right, so that's going to be it for the sister's turn here. He did do morale, but didn't get anyone, so it didn't really make much of a difference. At the beginning of my turn, I do score 1 point, so I am down by 2. Let's see what we can do. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase. These guys all stood still here. These scouts popped out over here to get some shots off before they're dead. My flamer guy stayed over here. He moved up over this way, looking on all of these bros. And then, finally, in come a Deathwing Terminators. I wanted to use that special stratagem, allow them come within 6 inches of a bike, but I ran out of CP first, and then I ran out of bikes in that order. So they came in here 9 inches away from the sisters there, trying to get onto that objective. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting off the shooting phase, my heavy flamer here is going to go into the 3 sister squad over there. That's going to be 8 shots. Strength 5, AP -2, but it doesn't make a difference. They ignore AP -2, so they're going to have 2 up saves on this. 3s to wound. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 up saves. Yup. Making them all. Oh no, failing 1. Failing 1, 6 up, feeling no pain. Nope, felt that pain. And then my chaplain's going to fire his twin las cannon into the Rhino, and he's going to fire his Stormbolter into that 2 sister squad there. Sister squad. Rerolling 1s because he counts as standing still. 4 Grim Resolve. That is going to be 3 wounds there. 2 up saves. Making them all. And then the twin las cannon into the Rhino. That's going to be rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. That's 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -3, 6 ups. Failing them both. D6 damage apiece. That's going to be 6 damage. And then my boys over here are going to fire into the wounded sister squad over there. That is going to be all except for 1 hit. That is going to be 4 wounds. That is 2 failed saves. 6 up, feel no pains. Nope, they felt it. Do they shoot back? 1 does. May as well just shoot into them.
Yeah.
That's probably the best bet. 2 hits. That is 2 wounds, and that is 1 save. Into the assault phase, my Deathwing Knights are going to charge into his sister squad over here. Getting 1 hit on Overwatch. No wound, though. They need a 9-inch charge to make it in. And they're in with a 10. And then my chaplain here is going to charge into the Rhino and the 2 sisters over here. Overwatching. Getting 1 hit. No wound. Oh, he's barely in, but in. And then my guys over here are going to start us off in the fight phase. We're going to have the maces go first. They're going to have 3 attacks each. I'm going to spend 1 CP on Fury of the First, which gives them +1 to hit into here. It can be used in any phase, so it can even, if you have Terminators, it's just Deathwing Terminator. They have Deathwing and the Terminator keywords. So if you want to shoot with your shooty guys, they get +1 to shoot, which is great. Or you could just shoot with these guys and give them +1 to hit, which is great, which I'm going to do it now. So they're going to use their maces into the sisters over here. So we're going to have, these are going to be hitting on 2s. Okie dokie. And then these are going to be strength ×2, so wounding on 2s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at AP -2. So that's going to be a whole lot of saves there. So that's just going to be 2. That's 3 damage apiece. So they have 6 up. Feel no pains? Oh, no. So that's just going to be 2 that are dead. Do they get to punch back?
See if I can.
Sure. No, that's a dead one.
And then,
and then the other one, also dead. But it was close. There was a lot of dice. And then are they going to fight back? No, they will not. And now the Mace of Absolution is going to attack in over here. That's going to be 4 hits because of the +1 to hit. That is going to be 3 wounds here. AP -3 on these ones, so these are 6-ups. That's going to make 2 of them. Does 2 damage, but the damage does go through, so you have to do 2 Feel No Pains. And every failure, so that's going to be 2 more dead into this squad here. Do they get to attack back?
Yeah, let's find out.
One of them does. That's a hit. No, that's not a hit because they are the regular sisters. Now my Interrogator, my Chaplain Dreadnought here is going to put 3 attacks into the Dreadnought, 2 into the sisters here. He gets +1 because of Shock Assault. We'll do the ones into the vehicle there. So that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -3, 6 ups. No, that's going to be 3 damage apiece. So that's going to be dead. Does he explode?
Yeah.
No, he does not. He's just dead. And then the 2 attacks into the sisters. That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. AP -3.
6 ups.
6 ups. No. And then 3 damage apiece. So they're just dead. And then his sister over here is going to attack. That's going to be 1 hit. That is not a wound. Yeah. And then the 2 sisters over here that I consolidated into, that's going to be 2 hits. And that's going to be 1 wound. That is a failed save, but I get a 6-up ignoring wounds. No, take a wound. At the end of the turn, we do have a morale test over here. She lost 4. 4 + 1 is good to go, and gets the miracle dice for getting the 1 on that one, which is pretty good there.
You're going to spend a CP.
Going to spend a CP.
D3 to it.
Adds D3 to it, so it's going to be 3 total miracle dice that he gets there, which is pretty brutal. Pretty awesome there. So it's going to be a 6, a 1, and a 5. So pretty good there. And she's still around, which means that she's a troop, and she's going to hold that objective, giving him 1, 2, 3 more points on his turn, putting me down by 5 points at this point. Pretty brutal, but pretty good there. So that's going to be it. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Sisters of Battle here on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Sisters of Battle. His Canon S moved up over this way. They stayed in combat there to hold him there so he can't overwatch. Over here, the bird ladies are going around over on my scouts over here, the Zefram. And over here, one of his, what's it call it? These Exorcists had to fall back so he could get line of sight. But everyone else is going to have line of sight onto my Dubros there because she just ran up the ruins over onto the top here because I couldn't, she was back too far for me to be able to wrap around her in over here. So pretty brutal, but we'll see how this all goes. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3 in a row here. Everything's shooting into my Terminators over here. So we'll do the missiles. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9 shots here. Real good start. These are a really good start. Did not move, so these are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Canon S. Oh boy, that's all but 2 hits there. Pretty good. So 7 hits. These are strength, looking for 2s to wound.
Yeah.
That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds there. These are going to be looking for 3-up invul saves because of their storm shields. And I failed 1, 2 of those. So the damage on those is D6, right? So 1 at a time. You're going to spend 2 just off the bat there?
Sure, why not?
All right, he's going to spend 2 of his miracle dice and kill 2 of them. And then the heavy bolter. That's going to be all hits. That is not going to be any wounds. And the next one's going to hit on 4s, but we're going to see how many shots. So it's going to be another 9 shots coming in here. These are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. All right, re-roll the 1. Nope, not meant to be there. So not as many hits because there was a lot of 3s. But that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. 4 3-up invul saves. Failing one of them. Damage is killing a guy. Heavy bolter. Reroll that one. 2 hits. That is no wounds. 1 wound, my bad, but they are on cover there, so he's good. And the last one, my opponent's going to spend CP on Devastating Refrain to reroll the number of shots. So that's going to reroll that 1 there into a 2. So that's going to be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots that are going to be coming in over here. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Okay, that's going to be 4 hits, wounded on 2s. That's going to be 3 wounds. 3 3-up invul serves. Failing one of them. And a 5 is dead. And then the heavy bolters. That's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -1 in cover though, so 2-up saves. Oh, but they make those. All right, and then this squad of sisters is going to fire into my scouts over there. He's going to spend a CP on Blessed Bolts. So, rerolling 1s. Okie dokie. And then the purple ones are going to be AP -2. That's going to be 2 regular saves and 1 AP -2. So we'll do the 2 4-up saves there. I'm making both of those, and then AP -2 is just going to be 6-up save. No, fail that. And then the 2-person squad is going to fire in over here. Hit, rerolling 1s. Alrighty, hitting on 3s. 4s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2 wounds there. That is a failed save. And then the Zefram are going to fire their bolt pistols. No rerolls on these ones. And then 4s to wound.
They have -1 AP.
-1 AP?
Yeah, all pistols in close combat.
Pistols in close combat there, so that's going to be -1 AP +1 because he's in cover. 4-ups. No, and he is dead. And then the Canon S is going to charge. I cannot Overwatch because I'm in close combat. Yay. And they're in. So the Canon S is now going to attack in here. She's got 5 attacks on the charge here. These are going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of herself. That's all hits. These are now going to be strength 5 onto toughness 7, but she's going to spend the 1 CP on tear it down, so wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 at AP -4 because of her order there. 3 flat damage. That's 12 damage. So I've got my 4-up invul save on those 4 there. And I failed 2 of them, so that's going to be 6 damage, but I can ignore those wounds on 6s. I ignore 2 of them, so I take 4 damage down to 4. And now those 2 sisters get to attack. Yeah. That is going to be no hits there. And then he's going to put 2 attacks into the sisters. He did get charged, so he does get to have 5 attacks. So that's going to be 1 6-up. Yeah. No, so she's going to have 3. She's dead. Yeah. And then we've got 3 attacks into the Canon S. That is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. AP -3. Gonna spend the 5. Yeah, you haven't used it this phase, so nope. Boom, she is good to go. And that's gonna be the end of the turn, and that's where we're gonna call it, because at this point I've got these 2 units here, and then I've got scouts over here, and the one guy on the one Deathwing Knight over there is not gonna be able to do enough to get me the victory here. So a victory for the sisters. They've got a pretty good codex, so I think they're going to be doing pretty fine. And the Dark Angels, I think I made a mistake getting too aggressive with the characters over there, the speeders. I think if I had stayed back and just put tons of shots into them over and over again, I would have been better served staying back and shooting. I think that's what I need to do. I need to keep it in mind because I keep thinking it's like they got the swords that are hanging out the side, and you think maybe that's pretty good for hitting things with. No, they're really good at shooting things is what they're good at. So if they stayed back, they could have been protected because they're characters. I think I made that was a critical error there. But otherwise, I'm very happy with the Warlord traits and the relics and all of the stratagems that they have that everybody can use. I'm very excited about what's going on with Psychic Awakening. So we'll see what we can do going forward with these guys. I think it's going to be good. And I think it's going to involve a lot of Talon Masters and Samael. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent has been Marcus, and until next time, have fun.